I grew up in the world of metal and punk, in which I still do love. I do feel the need to finally see what the rest of the world has to offer. My name is Aaron, and I grew up as a metalhead. Welcome back, everybody. We are moving on to, BTS, in a sense. We're going to be doing People Part 2, and I'm pretty excited for this because I know that Suga always puts on a show, and he's one to always make me think. He always has such an incredible mind. So I'm excited for this. Let's check it out. Am I ready to be hurt? I don't know.
So time is here, now Friday to go. I know you know anything just know. So time is here, now Friday to go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
사랑이라는 말 어쩌면 순간의 감정의 날 조건이 붙진 않은 무얼 사랑하는 가 충분히 사랑받지 못한 나이 그래서 무엇보다 신중한 타입 나는 말에 원해 진중한 사 알잖아 영어는 못했어 잔잔한 파도에도 힘없이 쉽게 무너져 상실은 무엇 때문에 슬픈 걸까 사실은 두려운 게 슬픈 거야 두려운 게 슬픈 거야 So far away you're gone Getting far away Too far away you're gone I know I have to know yeah.
So time is here, now Friday to go. I know you know anything just know. So time is here, now Friday to go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
당신은 무엇 때문에 슬픈 걸까? 사실은 두려움이 큰 거잖아 함께 미래 그리던 우리는 없고 쌓은 모든 성들을 부셔버린 것은 우린 거야 승패가 없는 게임이라지만 난 언제나 게임 루저 모든 걸 주겠다던 우린 모든 것을 부셔 그리고 떠나지 사랑이던 사람이든 모두가 이기적이기 때문이야 So far away you're gone Getting far away Too far away you're gone I know I have to know yeah.
So time is here, now Friday to go. I know you know anything just know. So time is here, now Friday to go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
떠가는 사람 떠가는 사랑의 끝은 과연 무엇일까 수많은 사람 스쳐간 사랑은 사랑으로 완벽할까 그래 말야 이타적인 게 어쩌면 되려 이기적이네 널 위해 한다는 말은 곧 내 욕심이기에 욕심을 버리면 행복해지고 채우지 못한 반쪽짜리 허상 삶은 저항과 복종 사이의 싸움이라는데 내가 보기에는 외로움들과의 싸움이네 눈물이 터져 나오면 그대 울어도 돼 당신은 사랑받기에도 이미 충분한데
So time is here, now Friday to go. I know you know anything just know. So time is here, now Friday to go. Nobody doesn't know anymore. Yeah.
대부분 다 뭐 사람들한테 전달하고 싶은 이야기도 있지만 나 자신한테 이야기를 하는 것처럼 들린다라는 이야기를 많이 들었거든요. 사실이기도 하고요. 그때 당시에 코로나로 여러 가지 것들을 할 수 없을 때 굉장히 모든 것을 잃어버렸다라고 생각을 했을 때 썼던 곡이기 때문에 나 자신한테 되게 해주고 싶었던 이야기였습니다.
Wow. Disappeared. I'm gonna need a few minutes to think about this song.
Too far away you're gone. I know I have to know, yeah.
So time is yeah, now frightened go. I know you know anything there's no. So time is yeah, now frightened go. Nobody doesn't know anymore.
당신은 무엇 때문에 슬픈 걸까? 사실은 두려움이 큰 거잖아. 함께 미래 그리던 우리는 없고 쌓은 모든 성들을 부셔버린 것은 우린 걸. 승패가 없는 게임이라지만 난 언제나 게임 루저. 모든 걸 주겠다던 우린 모든 것을 부셔. 그리고 떠나지 사랑이던 사람이든 모두가 이기적이기 때문이야. So far away you're gone. Getting far away. Too far away you're gone. I know I have to know, yeah.
So time is yeah, now frightened go. I know you know anything.
The voice contrast between the two of them really, really drives the emotion home. But, I think it's kind of interesting. I think this is one of the reasons why, for me, at first, like, Suga really, really just latched on to me, or I latched onto him so fast. He writes in a way that feels like I do. And I think the interesting thing is it is a very interesting thing to deal with loneliness. And for those of you who are older, and for those of you who have not quite gotten to the same age yet, but I think one thing that has been absolutely true is that the older you get, it's harder to have friends. I have a couple of really good friends, and a couple of them are married and have kids, and they live their own life, and I appreciate the fact that they still want to be my friend and that we are able to hang out. Some things have changed. Some things have moved in a direction mostly for the good. But I think that that's one thing that does make it a little bit interesting, though, because sometimes I yearn for those days where it was just us rambling around in the woods or, down in a gully, just playing and doing whatever. Usually we would just fight with wooden swords, and it was just, it was a more simple time. The funny thing is, though, is that even back then I knew that it had a shelf life. And I think that again, knowing that something's going to end that you don't want it to is, in some senses, just as hard as not knowing. And the thing that I find just so interesting about it is just choosing how to deal with it. And I don't know if I was ever in the mindset to have handled it. I don't think I was ever really equipped with the tools, in all honesty. Yeah. this hits home. I did find one thing that I wanted to read out loud. I wanted to read this quote he had for the billboard. Metalhead comes through once in a while. Still call things billboard and scammies. In the past, and I've always said this in my interviews, personally, I think loneliness is being together in modern society. I always talk about loneliness in my interviews, but, regretfully, it isn't always in the final interview. Not only me, everyone has this loneliness inside them until the moment they die. However deep you are in a relationship, however how much you engage with other people, how many friends you meet, or how often you meet with your family, you always have the loneliness inside. So I started with this keyword of loneliness 3 years ago in 2020. And I wouldn't say there's much difference in that everybody can feel pain and agonized. It's the same with me, whether it's me from BTS, Suga, Min Yoongi, or Agust. I always have that inside me too. People might see me as someone who wouldn't have any concerns or worries. I say this a lot. Whenever I watch them, I always think to myself, how could they? But I mean, knowing what they've gone through and knowing that, we all still are human. People might see me as someone who wouldn't have any concerns or worries, or that I don't feel any agony, but I feel those emotions too. I'm trying to find a way to fight those and overcome those. This album doesn't really finalize everything in its message either, so there might be a possibility there could be a part 3 later on. For now, we're just trying to say, let's not hate each other. Let's find a way. He knows it. He does. And, I think sometimes one thing is that sometimes we do get so focused on others in a selfish way. We see what others have. We see how others are doing so much better that sometimes we forget about us. And in reality, what he says there is very true. And I think that sometimes it's best to be nice, best to help and lift others when you can, and then help yourself.
Just know, so time is here, I'm riding, go to go. Doesn't know anymore.
떠가는 사람 사랑의 끝은 과연 무엇일까 수많은 사람 스쳐간 사랑 사랑은 사랑으로 완벽할까 그래 말야 이타적인 게 어쩌면 되려 이기적이네 널 위해 한다는 말은 곧 내 욕심이기에 욕심을 버리면 행복해지고 채우지 못한 반쪽짜리 허상 삶은 저항과 복종 사이의 싸움이라는데 내가 보기에는 외로움들과의 싸움이네 눈물이 터져 나오면 그대 울어도 돼 당신은 사랑받기에도 이미
I like how he says that it's okay to cry. Honestly, I have so many hard times where I just don't cry. Because I'd probably just do it so much. Let me know what you all think about this, though. I truly want to know, again, how you feel about this song, what it says to you. For me personally, again, a lot of what he said is very true. A lot of same emotions and feelings and sentiments. The only difference is that he can say it much better than I ever could. And I think that, again, even though this is technically for IU, I just really like how their voices work together too. It's almost like opposites, and I appreciate that. Yeah, let me know. We'll discuss this in the comments below. This song is amazing. Really good, really good.